Hey guys, welcome back to Monday Matinee. Today we're hitting the jazz clubs of Tokyo in Blue Giant. In Blue Giant, we meet Dai Miyamoto, a former high school basketball player who stumbles upon jazz and embarks on a musical odyssey. Armed with a saxophone and relentless determination, he's on a quest to become the ultimate jazz virtuoso. This melodious journey leads him from the tranquility of his hometown to the vibrant jazz clubs of Tokyo. Yet the life of a professional musician isn't exactly a simple tune to hum. Dai's unwavering passion catches the attention of the charismatic but cocky pianist Yukinori. Add in his friend Shunji on the drums, and the trio form a new jazz outfit. And their unique, ambitious, raw energy starts to captivate audiences. So from the start, the music in this is nothing short of amazing. The music that breathes life into Blue Giant is the creation of Hiromi Uehara, an illustrious Japanese jazz composer and pianist. Known for her dazzling performances and genre-blending magic, she's even graced the stage at the 2020 Tokyo Summer Olympics opening ceremony. And hearing the music in this movie, particularly in the theater, was really quite the treat. The film's also got its roots in the manga world, having danced from the pages of a graphic novel to the animated big screen. Now, if you've got a dash of anime in your entertainment playlist, Blue Giant might feel like a tune that you've heard before. I admit that the story itself is nothing new to anime. Our leading character, Dai, has the classic anime fervor of becoming the best by way of grit and gumption. Reminiscent of some of your favorite quirk-powered heroes in My Hero Academia, for example, and countless others. But the film takes us on a melodic escalator to the top jazz clubs, even if it's on a fast track that's almost as fantastical as some of Dai's saxophone solos. But I really think that that's the beauty of animation. You can have that touch of fantasy. But this journey isn't just a walk in the park though. It's a bebop-filled adventure where the language is jazz and the path to mastery is a musical roller coaster. And Blue Giant really harmonizes that power of music, particularly jazz, into its very soul. Dai's obsession with it is infectious. His friend Shunji, captivated by the drum's spell, joins the jazzy escapade. And even bystanders and jazz joint owners are finding themselves pulled into their story. And of course, the highlight of this movie is definitely the jazz performances. They're spectacular to watch. That blaring sax, punctuated by the virtuoso piano and drums, and the solos are enough to make any jazz fan just nod their head in approval. Now I'm ready to buy a saxophone myself. But this isn't just a story, I think it's an inspiration in its own right. Our trio in this movie have a triple helping of dreams and motivations. Dai aims to be the global jazz maestro. Yukinori states he wants to win at jazz. And Shunji on drums, he just wants to play great music with his pals. This symphony of ambitions definitely touches an emotional chord while watching the movie, and there are certainly some touching moments. Even if you're not a fan of jazz or anime, Blue Giant is an unforgettable sensory experience from sight to sound. It utilizes a variety of animation styles, particularly in its musical performances, something similar to Into the Spider-Verse, just not as kinetic. Here in the US, I was able to watch this movie as a Fathom event at Regal Cinemas with only a weekend showing. Though I believe this movie came out in Japan sometime in February. So if you can find this movie somewhere, you have that chance to watch it, I highly recommend it. For letter grade, Blue Giant certainly earns an A. And if I were to find any nits to pick, it would probably be the fantastical skill growth curve of our musicians and the occasional mismatched animation styles. As I mentioned, there were some abrupt, hyper-realistic breaks in an otherwise fluid flow. Sometimes that motion capture animation style just felt a little bit out of place with that 2D, but that's just me nitpicking. So whether you're a jazz enthusiast or a newbie, Blue Giant promises to strike a chord of inspiration and sensory delight. If the idea of a young, ambitious musician's journey strikes a chord with you, then Whiplash is the crescendo you've been waiting for. It's hailed as one of the best for good reason. And if you want to explore more music-rich anime, then Nodame Cantabile is your symphonic gateway. Available in both animated and live-action versions. Alright guys, as always, thanks for tuning in, and see you on the next one.